Hi friends, so we're going to be rounding to the nearest 10 today. So let's get started, friends. I'm so excited to have you here. So our expectations for today is stay muted unless called on by the teacher. I need your listening ears and your observant eyes. And please do not start working on your worksheet until the end of our lesson. Some materials we will need today is rounding to the nearest 10 worksheet and a pencil. So if you don't have those materials, go ahead and pause the video and go get those materials. All right, friends. Today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to use a number line to help us round to the nearest tens place. Why is this important? Well, a number line is going to help us round by giving us a visual of what 10 the given number is closer to. It's going to make it easier for us to round. Some vocabulary we're going to need to know prior to starting this lesson is, what does round mean? Well, round means making a number simpler, but keeping its value close to what it was. An estimate is using what we know to make a logical guess. So in the picture shown, rounding to the nearest 10, if the digit in the ones place is a 1, 2, 3, 4, we leave the tens place as it is, meaning we're going to round down. And we'll round up if the digit in the ones place is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That tells us we're going to round the tens place up. So now let's practice rounding. All right, friends, so our first example is round 23 to the nearest 10. So before we begin, what is our tens place in the number 23? Right, our tens place is 2. Now what's our ones place, friends? 3. Great job. So we have our tens and our 1. So it says round 23 to the nearest 10. So we're going to be using a number line to help us round. So the first thing we're going to need to do is find the number 23 on our number line. We have 20, 25, and 30 given to us, but we need to find number 23 on our number line. So we have 20, 21, 22, 23. I'm marking my number 23 on my number line. Now the next step is 23 closer to 20, or is 23 closer to 30? Let's see how many hops it takes to get to the number 20. 1, 2, 3. So it only takes 3 hops to get to 20. Let's see how many hops it takes to get to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So which 10 is closer to 23? Is it 20 or is it 30? Right, friends, it is 20 because it was only 3 hops to get to 20. So 23 is closer to 20. Now, what is 23 rounded to the nearest 10? Remember, our nearest 10 is either 20 or 30 for the number 23. Right. So 23 is rounded to 20 for the nearest 10. So another way to do this, to check our answer, is we can look at the number 23. We're going to underline our tens place, and we're going to look at our neighbor. If our number in the ones place is a 4, 3, 2, or 1, we're going to round down, meaning it's going to be 20. And if the number in our ones place is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, that's telling us we're going to round up, and it would be 30. But in this case, our ones place is 3, telling us we're going to round down, and our answer would be 20. Amazing job, friends. Now let's do another example. All right, our next example is round 67 to the nearest 10. So what's our first step, friends? Right, we need to find the number 67 on our number line. So we have 60, 65, 66, 67. So I'm going to mark the number 67 on my number line. Now our next step is to determine, is 67 closer to 70 or is 67 closer to 60? When we're rounding to the nearest 10, is it closer to the number 60 or closer to the number 70? Right, it is closer to the number 70 because we only need to take 1, 2, and 3 hops to get to the number 70. So we're going to round our number to 70. And another way for us to check our answer, as we look at our number 67, we're going to underline our tens place. We're going to look over to our neighbor. And if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, that tells us we're going to round down. But if it's a 5, 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, that tells us we're going to round up. So we have a 7 in our ones place, so that tells us we're going to round up, meaning we're going to round 67 to 70. Great job, friends. All right, we're going to do one more, but this one's going to be on our homework sheet. All right, so I need everyone to get your rounding to the nearest 10 worksheet. Go ahead and take a second to go get that worksheet. All right, friends, I'm going to be doing the very first one at the very top. So it says find 28 on the number line and label it. So I need to find 28 on my number line. So 26, 27, 28. So I found 28 and I'm going to label it. So the first thing it's asking us is 28 closer to 20 or 30? So is 28 closer to 30 or is it closer to 20? Right, it is only 2 jumps away from 30, so it is closer to 30. So what is 28 rounded to? The nearest 10. Right, it's 30. And another way for us to check, remember, we can look at the number 28. We're going to underline our tens place, which is the 2. And we're going to look over at our neighbor. If our neighbor is a 4, 3, 2, or 1, that tells us we're going to round down. But if our ones place is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, that tells us we're going to round up to the number 30. Great job, friends. So today we learned how to use a number line to help us round to the nearest 10. Remember, if you need any help, we are available for math help, and we are also available by email if you have any questions. Have a great day, friends. You did amazing.